In this video, I'm going to show you how to instantly relieve foot arthritis pain. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to go over 3 exercises that can instantly relieve foot arthritis pain, and you may find even within 30 seconds. A note about these exercises, each one is going to be a different method to offer relief. To get the best results, go through them all, use what works best for you. With that being said, let's get started. With this exercise, we're going to focus on joint mobilization, or what I like to call breaking through the rust. If you have a lot of arthritis, you know that stiff, achy joints comes with the territory, so let's try to break up as much of that stiffness as possible. So just take a foot and place it over your other side's knee, and you want your ankle pretty much off to the side. That way everything is nice and relaxed. I'm going to start by targeting the toes first, and then we'll work downward into the foot towards the ankle. So let's start by targeting this top knuckle joint of the toes right here. And I'm going to start right with the big toe. What you want to do is pretty much take your fingers and pinch right below that knuckle joint, and then take your hand on the other side and pinch right above it. That way we can really focus on manipulating or self-adjusting this top knuckle joint. What I like to do is just kind of lock the bottom and then move the top part right here back and forth, just nice and slowly, to the point where it's like a really deep stretch but not causing any discomfort. Hold that for a brief second and then go in the opposite direction and do the same thing, just back and forth. You want to do this about 5 to 10 times. What this is going to help do is bring blood flow and circulation into these joints, helping to lubricate them and hopefully giving you some quick relief. You can also switch up the movements and see if you can get some more relief. So you can do like a twisting motion, just like this. You can also do circular motions, so go counterclockwise and clockwise, and see if they help you out a little bit more. If they do, at that point, throw some more repetitions in, and then just switch over the other toes right here and repeat until everything is nice and loose. So let's move downward and now focus on the bottom knuckle joint right here. So for this one, what I'd like to do is cup right below the bottom knuckle joint, that line right here. And then I just take my hand on the other side and just kind of cup right over the top of my toes. What I'm going to do is just kind of pull these toes forward and backward, but we're going to do all toes at the same time. And this one usually feels really, really good. I don't know if you actually just heard it right there, but I got a nice little pop into my toe. It's pretty normal to get popping, clicking, crunchy sounds while doing this because we're putting a lot of good motion into the foot, into the toes. And the more motion you put in, the more likely that you're going to get that knuckle popping sensation. Completely normal. So go back and forth with it about 5 to 10 times, and then from there you can switch up the movements, do circular motions, twisting motions, side to side. Again, experiment with it, try to find the movement that offers you the most relief. So after the toes are nice and relaxed and loose, we're now going to focus more into the foot. You have 5 long bones of the feet called metatarsals. They're kind of like long chicken bones that run right below this bottom knuckle all the way towards the ankle. So if you kind of pinch in there, you'll be able to find them. So this is a really easy way to manipulate them, get them to move a little bit more. So take your hand like this and cup right on the outside of your foot. What you want to do is take the meaty portion of your palm and press right below that bottom knuckle joint. And just press in there lightly because you're going to feel some good movement. You can kind of see here on the video how I'm just able to press that whole area of my foot downward like this. And just keep doing that over and over again, tracing all the way towards the ankle. And once this feels like it's pretty loose, you just move over towards the next toe and then repeat this all the way towards the pinky toe. If you do find that one spot just feels really tight and achy, treat that like your weak link and keep repeating this over and over again until everything is nice and loose. So let's focus now on the metatarsals more towards the bottom of the foot. If you have a lot of pain on the ball of the foot over the arch towards the heel, definitely give this a try. So for this one, we're going to take our fingers, interlock them like this, and just place them right over the top of our foot for support. We're going to use our thumbs this time around to press into those joints, those metatarsals I should say, to get them to move. So you can kind of see what I'm doing this time around is using my thumb to press that whole area upward like this. go into it very slowly and very lightly because the bottom of the foot is very sensitive, even more so over the arch. So just repeat this going all the way down, especially over the arch. Move over towards the other metatarsal, repeating this all the way towards the pinky toe. Again, finding any spot that just needs it a little bit more. Don't be afraid to really just dig in there, kind of like bowing the top of your foot as much as you can. So next we're going to move down towards the ankle right here. What I like to do is kind of get a really good stabilization right above the ankle so it's nice and locked. And then I take my hand on the other side and just place it right on the bottom of my foot. The first movement is really easy. What you're going to do is take your foot and just lift it upward like this as much as you can, engaging all of that soft tissue around the ankle, including the Achilles tendon that goes upward into the calf muscle. So hold this one comfortably for about 3 to 5 seconds and then go in reverse. So just kind of like pressing into a gas pedal, you're going to press down, curl your toes down at the same time, but use your hand right here to resist against that movement. Just a light resistance, because you're going to notice it really challenges those muscles. Do that about 3 to 5 seconds, relax, and then just repeat this whole cycle about 3 to 5 times. Afterwards, I just finish by doing circles with my ankles. So go counterclockwise a couple times and then switch it up in the opposite direction and then repeat. Again, with all of these movements, find the one that is just offering you the best results, and at that point, throw more repetitions in. And when you're done with one foot, switch to the other and repeat to help keep everything in balance. With this exercise, we're going to focus on soft tissue release. That is a self-massage into the foot and the toes to help bring blood flow and increase circulation. That blood flow will act as a lubricant around those stiff, achy, arthritic joints, helping to relieve pain, loosen them up. So for this one, we can use a couple different things. The first being something soft and round like a tennis ball. You could even use something like a soft round dog toy if you want. But if you do want to take this one to the next level, I would recommend getting what is called a peanut massage tool. It's a spiky ball that kind of looks like a peanut. You can get these pretty much at any local sporting goods department. I actually picked this one up, I believe, at Meijer. If you're from the Midwest, you'll know what that is. But really easily found on Amazon too. So I'll leave a link in this video's comment section and description if you would like to pick one up. Why I like this one better is because it has the spiky balls to get a deeper massage, but that groove right here just allows you to hit really hard to reach spots on the foot, including over the arch on the outside of the foot, a little bit easier. But I'm going to demonstrate what to do if you have a tennis ball. So the first thing that I like to do is always focus on the toes and then work towards my heel and the ankle. So with the tennis ball, I'm just going to take my toes and place them right over the ball and just curl them down into it as much as I can, kind of like a pulsing motion. Squeeze the ball to the point where it's going to fire all of that soft tissue around the foot, but not to the point where it's causing pain or discomfort. Hold that for a couple seconds, release, and do that a couple more times. If it feels like you need some more repetitions because there's more tightness, just keep doing this over and over again until there's no more improvement. So from there, what I like to do is then place the ball right over the ball of my foot, and then I just do a light circular motion. You can easily control the amount of self-massage by taking your hands, overlapping them, and then placing them over your knee. So the more that you press down, obviously the more intense this massage will get. So just lightly build into it, targeting any spot that you feel is more tight and achy, and just keep doing this over and over again until everything is nice and loose. From there, I like to go over the arch of the foot. A lot of foot pain and also a lot of foot problems come from the arch, so really spend some time in that area, explore it. Really find any spot that feels just a little bit more tight and achy, and then do this on the outside of the foot. If you are using the peanut tool, again, you can really just dig in there by placing the arch right over the groove of the peanut tool, and this feels amazing, by the way. And you can also do it on the outside of the foot, going all the way towards the heel. So next, let's focus a little bit more on the heel. So you're going to do the same thing as what we did with the ball of the foot. You're just going to press down in there, explore the whole area, go on the outside, go over the whole heel, trying to find any spot that needs more attention. So afterwards, let's switch gears and focus a little bit more on the top of the foot. So this time around, I just grab the ball right here and then just manually do it myself, going over all of the toes, over the top of the foot. on the outside. Also go all over the ankle right here. And I would try to go over the Achilles, go over the calf right here, trying to find any muscle knots, anything that feels like it's tight and achy, because this is all connected and we want to make sure to cover all bases. So next, what I'd like to do is focus a little bit more on strengthening this soft tissue, because that's going to help us in the long run with long-term pain relief. So I'm going to take my tennis ball, and what I'm going to do is place it right in between my heels, just like this. I'm going to lightly squeeze into the ball with my heels so it's not going to slip away, and then I'm going to take my toes, spread them out as much as I can, and then curl them down into the floor. Just really treat them like talons. Just really grip into the floor as much as you can. From there, I'm just going to lift my heels upward like this towards the ceiling as far as I can go. The more that you go up, the more that you're going to feel a lot of muscles, including these calves right here, start to fire. Try to hold this one for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then you're going to relax, and then you're going to repeat this about 10 times. And with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. If you would like to take this one to the next level and have a little bit more of a challenge, you can take your hands right here and just lightly resist against that movement. So you're just going to press your knees right here into your hands, fight it, because it's going to really get those calves to start to fire. But afterwards, see how you feel. If you feel like you have a little bit more energy at that point, try to throw in another set or 2. But go through all of these movements. If you find that one just helps you out a little bit more at that point, throw some more repetitions in, spend more time over any spot that needs a little bit more attention. So here's a really easy exercise that can give both quick and long-lasting relief for foot arthritis pain. This is called toe scrunches. What you're going to need is a medium-sized hand-drying towel or something like a pillowcase, and just lay it flat right out in front of you. To get into position, you're going to put your toes and the ball of your feet on the towel. Your heels are going to be off. Now, mimicking one of those claw-grabbing machines at the amusement park, use your toes to grip into the towel and then lift it up. So you're going to spread your toes out as much as you can, curl down into the toes, and what you're going to do with one foot is just slowly lift it up for a second, drop it, and then repeat on the other side. So it should be just a nice fluid movement that looks just like this. And I usually think it's pretty fun. I try to do the whole length of the towel, or until it just doesn't want to come back towards me any further, but I would try to do it at least about 10 seconds. If you want to challenge yourself, just throw some more repetitions in. But do a couple sets with this and try to build into the movement as much as you can. If you would like to take this one to the next level, what you do is just one foot at a time. So grip into that towel like this as much as you can, and then you're going to lift it up like this, but go all the way up while gently pressing your heel down into the floor at the same time. You're going to feel a ton of muscles, including the calves, start to fire. You want to hold this one for about 3 to 5 seconds, relax, and then just repeat it on the other side. Do this one nice and slowly for about 5 to 10 repetitions, but if it feels like it's helping out and you have some more energy, challenge yourself by throwing in another set or 2. If the exercises help, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.